Woohoo.
So unlike Facebook, where Facebook just, you get this part, when this is off, it's off. So when people come on, they're on. Right now, there's no one. So I always wonder,
What's up?
Hey. I always wonder what to do in the beginning stages, like for Facebook, because you're like, people are gonna see this, and I'm sitting here by myself. I can't really have a
What are you guys up to
conversation.
today? It's freezing outside.
It is so cold.
And I'm Canadian, and this is cold.
I'm from Maine.
What are we doing down here? Let's go back.
Oh my goodness, it is.
Way of the wave. Ooh, I like that.
Hannah,
Ride the wave.
Hazel.
Hop on the crate train. Ride the wave.
That's good. It all lines up. How's everyone doing today? How's your Sundays?
Whoop, whoop.
King Jixer. Jinx Warner.
Happy Sunday fun
butchered
day.
that. I'm sorry.
What are you guys
That's cool.
up to today? I get to hang out with this rock star. What are y'all doing?
Good afternoon.
Yes.
Hi, Hazel.
Hey, hey.
I think she's from the Philippines, if I remember correctly.
Oh, cool.
I don't know. Are you there right now, Hazel, or are you back here?
I need to take a trip to the Philippines. I'm overdue.
Ricky, I'm from Rumford, Maine, over near Sunday River. Like,
gym.
really close to, what's that place?
It's Tampa. It's not nice. It's cold.
We're wearing sweatshirts. I looked it up earlier.
Jackets.
It's
freezing.
35 in Maine and 53 here.
Right? It's crazy.
It feels like it's
Check this
35
out.
though. Hanging with fam today. What's up, Shane?
Tampa, 53 degrees.
So Shane was the one I was going to sit down with
What's up,
yesterday.
Shane?
I told you he's got like his own headhunting and resume writing business.
Nice.
Remember I told you I had a friend that someone from Australia reached out? That's Shane.
Oh, sweet.
So
Puerto Rico.
sup,
Puerto
fam?
Rico. Hazel Eyes is from Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Puerto Rico is another one of my favorite places.
I have not been
Sweatshirts.
yet.
Can you send some sweatshirts my way? I'm freezing. What's up, fam?
Logan.
Bradenton. Yay, I love Bradenton.
Puerto Rico. I like how you spelled that. It's very unique. Land O'Lakes. What's up?
Are you
Man,
wearing
there's a lot of
sweatshirts
people
in
on.
Land O'Lakes too? New Vineyard, Maine.
New Vineyard.
Nice.
New Vineyard.
Do we have any Canadians on? Who's Canadian? Any
You don't
Canadians?
have an accent anymore.
I used to.
Are you from East Coast?
It'll come out and about,
Out?
you know.
Out's mine too. OUT. But out and about.
South TPA. Love it.
Yeah, I have a Wicked Sweet is a big one for me. Or I have an idea.
Wicked
I don't have the
Sweet.
letter R unless I get an
say
idea.
A. Out and about to.
So you guys are watching, probably have no idea why we're actually sitting down. Today, periodically, some of you guys are kind of new tuning in. I sit down with people throughout Tampa that I get to know, and people that I really appreciate, whatever it is, their product, their service that they offer. Today, I get to sit down with Jessica Crate.
I love all these hearts over here.
I know,
These
baller
guys are
status.
awesome.
That's cool. I think it shows you who's doing it for the most part. That's Puerto Rico killing it with the hearts.
You guys make sure you come over and hear me interview him because I appreciate this guy too, and I know you all do too.
What's your Instagram handle?
Jessica Crate. Crate like a
simple.
box. Super simple. Jessica Crate. So come on over and we're gonna interview him next.
And all the intel, you guys know, whenever on Fridays I post with all her information. I actually just tagged something. I just posted something on We're Sitting Down tomorrow night too. She's having me in on a panel, which is really cool. I appreciate that.
Young Entrepreneurs for Success.
Yes.
So if you're a millennial, you know, come on. Yes, Jessica Crate, at Jessica Crate. Should look like me on the profile picture, I think. But we're going to do a Young Entrepreneurs for Success. We'll tell you more about that later.
Really excited. So much stuff going on right now. I don't even know where to begin. She is you're a trainer of athletes. You're professionals, college, high school.
Yeah, so I ran competitively ever since I was a little kid, and played soccer for a while, and then found my niche in running. And
Niche, not niche.
Niche.
Niche. It's niche.
Potato.
Gary Vee will tell you how it's actually said.
It's
he
niche,
corrects people. It's
right?
niche. Yeah.
Thank you.
It's
Okay.
a French word. It's niche.
We're learning something new. Shout out to Gary Vee. If you're not following Gary Vee, follow Gary Vee. He's a
Gary
smart,
Vaynerchuk.
awesome- Gary Vaynerchuk. Not Vaynerchuk, Vaynerchuk. He will
Yep.
tell you how to pronounce things. But so I found my niche in running, and then took a full ride scholarship. Went from Canada. I was like, I'm leaving this cold weather. I saw somebody's girlfriend is from Canada. Now she's probably in Florida. Smart woman. But left Canada, went to Arizona State, and then Florida State, ran varsity track and cross country, and that's kind of how I ended up in Florida. So
That's awesome. So you, outside of that, you also, I know you help people in terms of like, not a life coach, more of like success in general. If I had something I'm passionate about and I don't even know I just want to move forward in 2017.
Yeah.
How do I do that? How do I, like,
Yeah.
You're the person I go to that.
Yeah.
How would you walk me through that in a brief? We're not gonna give all your secrets because that's why you guys want to reach out to her so she can sit down and go into intricate detail on whatever your goals are.
I love Hazel Eyes 39. Something learned new every day is a way to make yourself better. Absolutely. You know, I was laughing with someone yesterday and they were like, how did you get so good at yoga? Because after running, I got into yoga, but
not this guy.
Not yet. Not yet. We might do some yoga poses on my live feed. But, you know, I realized that, you know, life is a constant state of growing and learning and changing and evolving. You never arrive. And if you've arrived, you have died because life is so much more to live than exists. And so when I talk to people like you know, what is your passion in life? And it's sad, but most people I talk to are like, I don't know what I'm passionate about. I don't know why I'm living. I don't know what my purpose is. Or what even makes you happy. So drill down to find, you know, what makes you happy, what is your purpose, what is your passion. And then from there, like I think he posted in our video is called the Crate Train. It's really just getting laser focused. So helping people get laser focused.
The blinders, if you will.
Yes. There's so many guys, if you're on here today, you're probably also doing something else, you're multitasking. There's so many distractions in our world right now. So getting laser focused on what it is you want and not letting any distractions deter you from that. So hop on the crate train and you just move forward like a freight train, right?
That's cool. I like it. Play on words, but it makes sense. So that's a couple of things that you do. You also, I know outside of that, we won't plug it necessarily, but you do multi-level marketing as well, right?
Yeah.
So for me, my story is I served in the Navy for 10 years, and in that process, I came across
and thank you for
marketing.
your service, like in person. So.
Well, you're welcome. I'm glad to be free. So, no regrets. I loved serving. I loved seeing. I've been to 13 or 14 countries.
Amazing. Type in what countries y'all have been to.
Europe. Couple countries in Europe. I've been to parts of Africa, Northern Africa. I've actually been to Seychelles too, like the Hawaii of Africa,
awesome.
pretty much. So no regrets. I learned a lot, but it also developed me. I was standing duty one day and someone asked me, hey, you ever look for ways to create income outside of this? And I was like, have you ever seen my car? Like, yeah, I got a lot of money into it.
Who could use an extra 100, 200, 5,000 bucks a month? Everybody.
True story.
Right?
So that's kind of how I got started. But the reason I asked you that question, my story is network marketing developed my mindset to a point where I'm at today. And why I'm even sitting down with you is because I started thinking and realizing that I can control my own future. I can do things for myself. Is that kind of the route that you went, or do you do it different?
Absolutely. I mean, for me, I say that I am now psychologically unemployable.
True story.
Right? But after college, I was sharing this yesterday because I spoke on stage within a fitness wellness event, and we were talking about life. And too many times as kids, we stop dreaming. Like as we get older, as kids, we dreamed. We were like, we're going to do these incredible things. And most people are not doing what they want to do or what they thought they'd do as kids. And for me, you know, instead of pursuing my goals as an Olympian, as a runner, I went and got a corporate job, started building a 401k, and got the house and the condo and cars, and just was like doing the grind basically. And I got caught in this hamster wheel. And then when the economy hit in 2009, 2010, I was like, okay, this is not what I thought I'd be doing. Number one, I love helping people, but am I really helping people in pharmaceuticals? Yes, there is a place for medicine for those of you on here, but I really truly was like, I want to truly help people naturally. And so I, you know, was approached by this company, and I had fractured my foot in the Boston Marathon, but recovered in half the time, and was like, I need to share this with the world. And through that, I've learned how to become an entrepreneur, how to become a leader. And, you know, like we were saying, you've never arrived. You can always continue growing, which is why we're sitting down together to learn, to grow, to share, to learn from you guys. But I realized that, wow, I mean, if you can just open up your mindset to say, life is limitless and you can do whatever you want to do. But it took people in my company to say, Jess, I believe in you. I'm going to believe in you until you believe in yourself. And I'm going to set you up with the tools and skills that you need to learn how to become an entrepreneur. Because I didn't know. I mean, I sold pumpkins as a kid. We sold Girl Scout cookies.
Funny.
You know, we used to shovel driveways to make money.
Same. I think that's why my back is the way it is. I thought about that recently, and just how much, when I was home on leave, actually, on vacation.
Yeah.
I'm not on leave anymore. I actually get to vacation like the rest of you guys. I was shoveling snow, and I was like, man, I think this is where my back problems probably started.
Yeah. And I love, you know, what Hazel's saying on here, you know, when you put somebody, above yourself, you know, like you did in the Navy, serving our country. And, you know, that's really what the business of entrepreneurship, if you're in direct sales, network marketing, yes, believe you can do it. You know, it's really serving other people. And the more you help other people, the more you grow. And it's just like, you know, I used to love Zig Ziglar, you know, back in sales, and, you know,
he's a classic.
He
icon,
is. I used to have the cassettes. Oh my gosh, I'm dating myself. I'm so old. But the cassettes I used to listen to in the car, and he says, you know, you can have everything you want in life if you only help others get what they want.
Amen. If you help enough people in life get what they want, you'll get what you want automatically. And that's that's why I do network marketing. That's why I do, and today's not about that, but it's kind of what started where we're both at, you know, and for me, it's the ability to serve other people, you know, to go out, to help, to take that time. Whoa, there's a plane right there.
Right.
Sorry, I'm a bird.
Me too. Like, if you didn't have ADD, just go on social media and you get a form of ADHD. Heavenly days. Okay, crate train, laser focus.
So like, my whole thing is being able to pour into other people. This is fun for me because I love the reaction. You don't even know it's coming. I got 42 detentions in 4th grade. 90% of those were all for talking. Now at the time, and I only know it's 42 because my mom went in and printed them all off, had them all printed from the office or whatever, and she told me about it, and we had a talk about it. But at the time, that was a problem. My mom always joked that I had the gift for gab.
I think Gary Vee would probably like applaud you for this.
I think as time goes on, I've learned how to cultivate that and turn that gift for gab, which originally was like a setback in school. I don't know that school was ever my thing, and it's kicking my butt right now, and I want to do the things that I want to do. I'll get it. I'll get my degree. I have a really, really close friend. I don't know if she's watching yet or not, but my goodness, the reason I'm in college for the most part is because she's helped me like tremendously. So, but touching on that, you know, to be able to, for the longest time, it was about me talking. Yeah. Over the last couple of years, it's more developed into give and take. Yeah. To listen to what someone's truly saying and to give feedback based on what they're asking for.
Well, that's what they say. Like,
what's up, Eric?
You have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, right?
It's a ratio.
Right.
You should listen twice
so
as much as you
listen
talk.
more than you talk.
Yep. Eric's one of the guys on my team that I'm working with.
What's up, Eric? Hey, tune in. This guy's going to be on our webinar tomorrow.
Pretty cool. Yeah, he doesn't know
like,
it yet.
Right under it. Well, we can talk about it, and then when I interview you on my page, we can talk about it too.
So yeah, we're like right beeline for TPA, the airport.
The sky is getting bluer. I think it's getting warmer. Hopefully it's getting warmer. It's freezing in Florida today, guys. Send some sunshine our way. I think there's people in Puerto Rico. If it's hot, send some heat our way.
Yes, we'll take it. Although not too much because it's going to get real hot real fast.
True.
So, really excited. Like, what do you want people to know? What are your services that you offer? We touched on it a little bit, but what is the message? If you were to tell them, if you literally were talking to a group, you know, possibly a few thousand people right now, and you wanted them to know one thing that would help them in life, and the biggest thing that you offer that could really help them personally, what would you tell them?
So the biggest thing, like what I stand for, what I am all about, you know, my last name's Crate. So I talk to people about thinking outside the box. You know, think outside the box. You know, too many times we get pulled into this pigeonhole of what the world wants us to do. No, figure out what your why is. And when you figure out what your why is, if you don't know how to, I've got 3 tips on how to do that. So I'd be happy to help you figure out and funnel in what your why is. But figure out what your goal and your purpose and passion is. What is your gift to give to the world? And help people run towards that. So I love helping people cultivate a champion mindset. And, you know, you talk about it a lot, I talk about it a lot, you know, success leaders talk about it a lot, but you have to fail forward and get excited about being uncomfortable. And if you get too comfortable, do something that scares you. You know, I don't know if my friend Rory's on here, but I was out in LA and he's like, my New Year's resolution, because I don't really like New Year's resolutions, is to do something I'm scared of every single Monday.
That's killer. That's
improv,
huge.
like skydiving, just talking to somebody who doesn't know, you know, going and eating by himself. Doing something that you're afraid of will help you grow, and it'll help expose you to maybe some things that you love or that you're good at. So I love helping people, whether it's getting better at running. I know a ton of people that hate running.
I just don't like doing it.
I will help you love running in 30 minutes. So just kind of breaking down some walls, whether it's running, yoga. We're doing a yoga retreat in Nicaragua. So if you guys want to get out of this cold weather, come with me to Nicaragua. We've got a few spots left. It's going to be an amazing like lifestyle retreat. So surfing, yoga, nutrition seminars, talks, dance, music.
I've got a buddy whose wife is actually
diving.
from Nicaragua. We're talking about going there within the next year or so.
We may have to just pull him
Shane's
with us.
actually really close friends with them too.
Oh, perfect.
Yep.
Well, we're going to be heading out there end of February. But really just cultivating a champion mindset. You know, I've been on the podium. I've also been knocked down, not only in the athletic field, but in my life. So rising above and continuing to grow, continuing to think outside the box, to truly live a life that demands an explanation, because all of you have a purpose, a passion, and a
Amen.
Story. So find what is inside you and let it out and run towards that. You know, you have to vocalize what you want out of life, and the more you do, the more you'll achieve what you really want to. So thanks for having me on. This is really fun. I like this.
I like it. I love
This
the
guy's
feedback.
awesome.
You guys are. It would be so weird if we were just recording this and posting it.
Right.
Which I've done the YouTube thing to some extent. I have
Yeah.
another channel too. Most of you guys don't even know that I'm actually one half of Modest Racing. My roommate does the vast majority of it.
Yeah.
It's really all into cars, like cars, everything cars.
Yeah.
But where was I going with that? Oh, the fact
I
that
have no
you can actually engage with people. That's
Mhm.
what I love most about going live with you guys.
Eric
is-
likes our quality backdrop. We set this up in advance.
Yeah, I don't think we've been to this one, Eric. This is one we haven't. This is over by a church, kind of close to AMC, right over there. But really, at the end of the day, it's about bringing other people together. For me, it's finding people who have solid moral value, you know, like quality things that they're trying to accomplish, but they have morals. I know that sounds really stupid, but not everyone does in today's world. We just heard a message today talking, you know, from Romans, just
And she was
explaining
awesome.
that. Lisa Bevere, like John Bevere's wife, incredible speaker.
Grace Family Church, incredible. If you guys haven't seen it, you can download the app. The message was on point
There's
today.
probably one of the
So
best
great.
messages I've heard in a long time, and it's funny because her husband is my hands down favorite speaker I've ever
Yeah.
listened to.
What a
you think she's
powerful duo.
intense?
Yeah.
He's on a whole nother level of intense.
We need that. We need an awakening in this day and age. Like, people are confused, they're lost, they're just surfacey. I don't even know if half the people knew who they voted for, or even if they voted. And just but you know what, like she said today, forget politics out the window. It really is going to happen with you. Be the change you want to see. And I know that's like a Gandhi quote, but really just be the change you want to see. And, you know, I was reading we have a training that we do with our teams, and in order to change the world, because a lot of people want to change the world, a lot of people want to do these crazy outlandish things. Really, if you want to change the world, just change yourself, because it's the 1%. Do 1% better every day in your life, in your business, in your work, in your family, in your friends. And the more you change yourself, the more you change other people.
And it's cool too, because like, as I've seen just in the last couple of years, when you make a change to go in a different direction, especially regardless of wherever you were, yeah, that's awesome. GFC Lutz, so she's up at the main campus.
Oh, yay. She was awesome.
So in your life, when you make that change, you know, I mean, I'll go on the spiritual side for a little bit. God uses the most broken people in the Bible. If you look at all the stories, all the people he elevates are all the people with the most messed up stories.
Yeah.
And there's a reason for that. As messed up as you think your life is, when you make that change, when you go in the right direction, when you start leveraging, you know, the things that she's talking about today to move forward in life, the people around you are watching.
Yeah.
They want to see you succeed. Some of them will give the impression they want to see you fail, but honestly, everyone wants to see you succeed, because if nothing else, they want to know, if you can make it, I can make it. So when you move forward in life and other people see that, they jump on board. You talked about the 1%. That 1% actually affects a lot larger network than you think, because then you actually meet other people that think like you think. You connect, you gel, you bring more people to that. You see things like this. I mean, it develops and it grows.
I'm gonna have to share this verse on Twitter, but Lisa talked about this today. Romans 2:4. God is kind, but he's not soft.
True.
In kindness, he takes us firmly by the hand and leads us into radical life change. So if you're tuning in today and you're like, I don't know really what I want to do, or I'm lost, or I don't know where I'm going to focus in, He's awesome, but God is even greater than both of us.
Amen.
And everything on this earth. So get focused on really who you are and who God created you to be, because that is incredible, and the world needs to hear your story. No matter how crazy or awful it is, it's going to inspire somebody. So,
And even if you don't believe the same way we do,
yeah.
that's okay, because we believe that way, and we believe that our Creator created you for a purpose. Even if you don't understand that yet, or you dismiss it, I'm gonna tell you, from me to you, God created you for a purpose. You were created to make a difference in the lives of other people. Beering on Rick Ross. Push it to the
True.
limit.
Amen. Wind FX Jeff. Awesome. That's so awesome. Do you have
Amen.
a life verse? What's your life verse? Do you have like a life verse?
I do not, actually, but I will have one here soon, won't I?
So,
That's a good question.
Well, my life verse, and it's been like stuck with me ever since I was like a little kid, is Jeremiah 29:11-13. It says, "For God knows the plans for your life. He has a plan and purpose for your life, you
Yep.
know, and plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future."
Good call. You
1
know what?
Corinthians 10:13. I love that. So find
I
a
was-
life verse, find a quote, find a word of the year that is going to inspire you and empower you and motivate you to jump out of bed every day and to run towards your goals with gusto and to accomplish those things that you're put on this earth for. Guys, we have one freaking life. One. That's it. Like, we have one shot at this, like, breathing thing. So do what you're called to do. And, don't quit your job tomorrow, but figure out what it is that you're called to do and just do something better every day. 1%. Give 1% more, share 1% more, love 1% better, be 1% better.
So, in thinking about it, as soon as I think that was Jeff X, we can't stroll on Instagram.
1 Corinthians 10:13.
You just reminded me that, and Eric can vouch for this, 1 Corinthians 13. For me, it was the entire chapter. All on love.
Mm-hmm.
Love.
Love is the answer.
Serve other people, love, and like literally everything that you do, if you do it with love, you'll pull people to you.
Yeah,
And it's not just about that, but it's about making a difference.
Absolutely.
Especially in today's world. That's what quality when it matters was, when making a difference matters.
And that's so true, because I think a lot of times people are like, oh, the world's going to crap, and what is my life gonna do? Guys, if more people will just get out there and, yes, Wind FX Jeff, he's awesome, you're awesome, dude. If more people would just do what they were called to do, and if they just did 1% more, imagine how much better the world would be. Maybe things won't change in the office or on the political stage, but what we can do on the ground floor here with each other, brothers and sisters in Christ, fellow entrepreneurs, business owners, friends, fit fam, whoever you are, the Navy misses you, by the way.
I see that. I appreciate that, man.
Rally together.
Michelle. So, yeah, it's about, there's another biblical area that I pull from. I said it yesterday when I was telling you, iron sharpens iron.
Yes, I love that.
So one person sharpens another. We all have. I had this thought process that I had once. It's cool. I didn't see this going to this point today, but I had this conversation a couple years ago with someone really close to me, because someone really close left.
Yeah.
They went up to be with God, and this person that's really close to me didn't understand it. It wrecked their world. They even lost their faith in this process. And I explained. I said, hey, take this for what it is. If it doesn't make sense, and let it go. But I said, for me personally, I think that God lets you go through your experiences, all the things that you went through, I went through, all these guys on here. You guys all have things in your own lives. You wonder why am I feeling this right now? I don't think God ever wants us to go through things. I think He wants us to grow through them. But even more than that, I don't think that He's ever punishing us. I think it's more on and I could be wrong, biblically speaking on that, but I truly think God lets us grow through things, because through that moment, that now let me feel those feelings. So when somebody else goes through that same point in life, I don't just say, I feel where you're coming from. I can say, look, I've been right where you're at, and we're going to get through this, and we're going to make it through this. And I think as the more people you can tie yourself with, even, in every different level of life, I think that you build a stronger bond, but that's that iron sharpening iron.
So true.
I think so much, like, you have to have other people. Like, don't walk this life alone. Find people that think like you, that lift you up, and be that for them too.
I hashtag this all the time, better together. You know, there's power in numbers and there's power in unity and connectedness. And, you know, when I shared on my Instagram, it was like, connections are everywhere. Find the people that lift you up and inspire you to be a better person, to be a better business owner, to be a better entrepreneur, to be a better wife, husband, sister, daughter, friend. And through those connections, you'll grow. And I know, just to touch on what you were just saying, our small group is going through forgiveness and breaking the powers of the past, and it's an amazing devotional.
Taught that to the middle school kids on Friday.
Awesome.
That was our talk.
Well, we did the story of Joseph and his brothers in the coat of many colors. What did you guys go through?
A few different areas throughout the Bible. I think we touched on Ephesians. We touched on a lot of places in the Bible where the message was pretty much, even when it's hard to forgive, you forgive other people, and using that as a tool for the kids to understand, you know, to teach them that not everyone's going to agree with what you're experiencing or your life. Not everyone's going to be on that same page. Both we mess things up and hurt people's feelings, and other people also, hurt our feelings. Yeah. And the message was forgive regardless, whether they're your friend, and ask for forgiveness as well. Forgive yourself too. How about that one? Most people, it's easy to forgive someone else, and it's also a little bit harder, but you can ask for forgiveness. It's near impossible for you to forgive yourself.
True.
And you have to forgive yourself to be able to move forward too.
I love this, that NIG86, he's like,
that dude.
Great message, 100% true. God will never take you through anything you
Amen.
can't overcome. If God brings you to it, he'll bring you through it. And just when we were talking about Joseph in the Bible and how, his brothers disowned him. They threw him in a pit. They sold him to slavery. And, God used his circumstances and his situation to really just save his family and to save Israel. And it was just an amazing story of grace. And then how his brother then taught his other brothers just how to go through that process, how to just love again. And really the grace of God and how he showed that to them, how to break the powers of the past. And that, you can go through these points in your life where you'd be like, what am I doing with my life? God, what are you doing? Stay laser focused on him. And, when I say the crate train, it's not just on your life. It's like what God wants for you. So stay focused on that vision, that passion, and run towards it.
That's awesome. So bringing this full circle.
Yeah.
Because Christ is at the beginning, or at the center of everything that we both do.
Yep.
So that you're going to get that regardless. Because that's just, it comes out of, our heart. But leaving these guys, because some of them tuned in, since we got started.
Don't leave yet. We have an exciting announcement.
If you want to leave one final parting message on, I'm going to post your information to you on how they can reach out, but let them know the final thing you want to let them know. Yeah. Like whatever to help them out, and also how to get in touch with you if they wanted to.
Yeah, well, it's really not about me at all, but, God's given me some different platforms and ways to connect with people. I work with a global company. We're in 10 countries, so I'm constantly traveling. If I'm in your neck of the woods, I'd love to meet you. I love traveling. I'm a lifestyle entrepreneur. I love to teach, run, yoga, fitness, health, wellness. But what's really awesome is that we're doing a few webinars every Monday night and bringing in different groups. So tomorrow night, we get to feature this guy and one of his friends, Gary. I think on here.
Not Gary V. This one's Gary
Not
Knight.
Gary V. But one day, that's like my goal, is to be able to interview Gary V.
I try to comment.
I want to sit down with that guy and just be like, dude, what do you do? But tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to interview some young entrepreneurs for success. So say yes to Jess. It's actually called Yes, Young Entrepreneurs for Success. But it's going to be an awesome webinar, just talking about health and wellness, and then interviewing a panel of successful entrepreneurs in the millennial bracket from different demographics and areas and backgrounds and expertise. So it'll be a really cool webinar. Thank you, Rockstar. Awesome, right back at you. And I'll be traveling around the globe, so I'd love to hear from you. I'm putting out a newsletter starting in February as I travel, compete, train. And so subscribe, jessicacrate.com. I promise I won't spam you. But I'm super pumped to be hanging out with this guy, and I'm going to interview him next. So come on my page, come on the live, and we're going to interview this guy. So if you want to know what's really behind him, and maybe he'll find his verse by the time we get there.
All right.
No pressure.
So it's going to be at Jessica Crate. You're going to go live on your Instagram?
Yep.
Awesome. So that's it. Hope you all have a good one. We kept it right at about 30 minutes. So killer, right on time. I hope you guys have a good rest of your Sunday. Live it up. And, just take whatever you heard here and use it. Leverage it.
Live a life that demands an eternal explanation.
That's
Go
good.
get it.
All right,
Feel
y'all.
free to borrow and share.
See y'all at the top.
Peace.
Boom.
with that one too.
Yeah.
That was awesome.